What's going on, new money? In this video, I'm going to be going over my thoughts on the PICoin price. Why is it really down like it is? Or what's going on with it? Is it being manipulated or is there something else going on here? Stay tuned. I'm going to give you the truth, what a lot of people aren't talking about, and I'm going to be using facts to back it up. Of course, guys, none of this is financial advice. Please always do your own research. I'm just some dude in a hammock giving you their 2 cents on the market and what's going on with this coin. Let's go ahead and get in the video. I'm going to flip my screen real quick. All right, guys, as we get into it, I just want to let you know that I'm going to be trying to approach this from as rational a perspective as possible and trying to calm down a lot of the PICoin community that I see freaking out right now. I'm going to be explaining why I think this is totally normal price action, what's going on with PICoin right now. And we start by showing off some of the history here for PICoin. You can see it's only at the time of recording about 2 months old in total. And as anybody knows who's been in crypto for any amount of time, over a few months, you know that when a coin first comes out, there's going to be a lot of volatility. So that's what you see here. We saw PICoin go from $1.80 at the time of CoinMarketCap, actually checking them out or putting them on the website, to around 50 cents, around 60 cents, and all the way back up to a few dollars, hitting around $3, and then back down to where we are sitting at 63 cents. Well, in the beginning here, you can see is where most of the volatility really lies. And then after that initial volatility, starting in about March, the price is in a relatively steady downtrend. Of course, you see some peaks. Of course, you see some valleys forming, but it's nothing crazy, especially considering how new this crypto is to the market. So when you see a lot of this initial price fluctuation, just know this is a totally normal thing for any new crypto that's ICOing or having their initial coin offering or first going to Mainnet, whatever have you. You're really going to see a lot of volatility here as people speculate on the price. What I think is important to note here is that the price, like I said, is a relatively steady decline over the last month, essentially, until it levels off around the 63 cent mark. You can see kind of hovering above and below there for the last few weeks, which is pretty good in my opinion. And what is equally, if not more important, is the fact that PICoin is doing exactly the same thing as the rest of crypto is doing. If you check out anything, even Bitcoin, Ethereum, any of these major cryptos, you're going to see that they're down over the last few months. Even Bitcoiners herself is down from around 105,000 at an all-time high not too long ago to hitting around 75,000. Ethereum is down even worse, I think over 60% down over the last 2 months. So if you check out really any of the major cryptos, any markets, it's even the stock market, the bond market, if you check out anything over the last few months, you can see that they're pretty much down. And that's because of all of the geopolitical uncertainty that we know is going on. So I think a lot of the PICoin community is living in this bubble, thinking that we're so unique and really only looking at PICoin, but we have to zoom out, take a look at the broader crypto market and the rest of the markets in general and realize that pretty much everything is down. And you don't hear any of these other communities coming after the teams and saying, why aren't you fixing the price? What's going on with the price? Because the dev teams know, and most of the communities for these tokens know, that it's not the job of the team to only focus on the price of the coin. The job of the team is to bring value to the chain, and that will inherently increase the price as there's more value in the ecosystem. So guys, like I said, the 2 really important things to highlight here initially before I move on to my next third and final point is that this initial volatility here, this craziness, is totally normal for crypto in general, especially coins that are just ICOing or initial coin offering or just coming onto mainnet like PICoin just did, especially when there's tens of millions of people around the world that were given the coins for free, not just small numbers or handfuls of people like most other coins. And then the other thing to note is that after that initial volatility, the coin has been in a pretty consistent and chill downtrend down to 63 cents. And it's no more bad really than most of the other cryptocurrencies that you check in the top 100. And we've seen even worse recently. I'm not going to get into Ohm and all that's been going on over there. But even if you compare it to Ethereum, the number 2 crypto in all of crypto, been around so many cycles, it's down, from 4,000 to 1,500 in just a few months. So guys, those are the first 2 things for PICoin. Brand new coin, of course, it's going to be volatile. And second, it's doing the exact same thing that all of the other cryptos are doing. So to call this manipulation or whatnot, I mean, it's fair because yes, there's lots of manipulation going on in all markets, but it's no more manipulated of a coin, in my opinion, than it is any of the rest of crypto. All right, last thing I want to go over, guys, because I'm seeing so much talk about it all the time, is the circulating supply and the schedule for PICoin. What's going on? How does this affect the market cap? How does this affect the supply? All that good stuff. So as you guys can see here on the Pi scan, there's approximately 200 million Pi getting unlocked in the next 30 days. And if you extrapolate that over the next year, even though this won't really happen because technically there will be less PICoin getting mined as time goes on, this would be about 2.5 billion Pi, or around 2.5% of the total max supply of PICoin, which in the grand scheme of things is not that much of the max supply, but in terms of the circulating supply, this is a large amount. I think that there's only around 6.9 billion Pi circulating at the time of recording. But what I need everyone to understand is that technically increasing the circulating supply does not automatically make the price go down. It actually does the opposite. If you check here, if you go on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, if you ask ChatGPT anything, how you calculate the market cap of a coin, market cap equals the current price of the token times the circulating supply. So if there are the same number of buyers and sellers of PICoin, then the actual price is going to be going up as the circulating supply for PICoin or any other coin goes up. However, if the people who are holding on to those newly unlocked tokens decides to sell them, then that is what's going to make the price of the token and the market cap and all of that go down. So I just want to emphasize this because technically these unlocks do not automatically make the price go down. It's actually the opposite. As these unlocks go up, it actually increases the overall cap, or the max amount that people are saying that PICoin is worth, because there is a more amount times the value put on an individual coin. However, if more people decide to sell their PICoin, then of course, then the price is going to come down. So just something that I wanted to clear up a little bit for everybody. In the grand scheme of things, this 200 million getting unlocked in 30 days is not a lot for the max supply of PICoin, but it is a lot in terms of the current circulating supply. And also that the circulating supply, as that increases, it actually makes the market cap increase, unless if there are more sellers, or the people who are having those tokens unlocked to them are actually selling the token. All right, before I summarize and wrap up the video, I haven't asked for the PICoin community. Guys, please, when you see other pioneers, other people freaking out about the price, send them this video and tell them to relax. The PICore team's job is not to focus on the price. Their job is to build. Please emphasize that to as many pioneers as possible. Also, I ask that you please research any of the articles that you see, especially if it's something on Binance, Square, or Cointelegraph, or really anything. Most of these articles are bullshit. Most of them are creating total FUD and lying. And make sure you guys subscribe so that you can see through the BS. And I'm going to talk about whatever I think is going on. Of course, I'm not always right. Please let me know your thoughts. Please let me know what you guys are thinking. But for me personally, this is just how I feel about PICoin and the PICoin price. I don't think it's manipulated. I think that, for one, PICoin is just a brand new coin. It's brand new to the network. There were millions of people giving this coin for free. So of course, there's going to be lots of volatility, brand new crypto, lots of eyes on it. All of cryptocurrency is down right now. And lastly, is that the increase in circulating supply means that the market cap goes up, not down, unless people are selling because they think that an increase in supply should make the price go down, and they're trying to get ahead of other sellers to find the true value of a coin. So I just had to clear some things up, guys. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I really want to hear from you. This has been all from Joe from New Money Crypto. We all know there's smart money, dumb money, old money. Years from now, they're going to be calling you new money. Until then, I'm going to catch you guys on a video soon. Much love. Peace.